All right. I hope I have some sound here. Hope so, anyway. It is, what is it? 9:58 p.m. And I decided I'd just go live on this thing here because I have a lot of important stuff to tell you. And I can't tell you unless I'm live, you know. Yep, I have to bring you up to speed. I've been watching the news channels and all of that stuff, and man, is that depressing or what? You know, you cannot get good news. You cannot get happy news. All you get is crappy news. Yeah, but I did see that President Biden went to the UK. At first, I thought it was a sob story that he was up there, talking about himself. You know, good Lord. I mean, I don't think the Brits want to know about him. We don't want to know about him. But what can you do, right? What can you do? Yeah. But what do you think? We're going to get that, what is it, that infrastructure bill whittled down so that we're not paying for a bunch of crap that shouldn't be in it? I hope so. Yeah, I'll tell you. Now, in all honesty, I'm I'm pretty damn old, so I probably won't be around when all of the bills come in. But you know, I still hate to see somebody else get the shaft. But I think that's going to happen. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I think we're going to end up too much money going out and not much coming in. You know, one of the things that I noticed is that you can't really trust what these politicians say. You can't do it. It's impossible because they're not going to tell you the truth. Got to scratch my eye there. It's a nervous habit. Yeah, they don't tell you the truth. They do not. No. Old Dr. Fauci. I don't trust that guy. Um, this seems too shaky to me. Yeah, too shaky. When you get into government, you start doing things that you shouldn't do. And he's in government, and I believe he's doing things that he shouldn't do. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, or independent. When you get on that payroll for the U.S. government, I mean, yeah, I think you just go brain dead. Go brain dead, man. I don't think you're going to be a lot of people watching this tonight. I don't care. Don't really care. I do it because it's recreational. Some people smoke pot because it's recreational. But me, I get on here and talk about things that are only interesting to me and maybe a couple others. I don't know. A couple of others. What do you think about this crap with this school trying to teach? Man, I seen this coming a long time ago, and I'll tell you why. Because I have a little niece that came up here a few years ago. I went down to Florida. I picked her and her mom up and her brother and brought them up here to Louisiana. And she told me once that the school that she was going to was talking about how bad white people were. This is a long time ago, so they were doing this stuff way back then. Excuse me now. I have to read something on my screen here. I got this thing going on. So don't go away. got to answer, so don't stop here. All right, just hang with me. I got to do something here. Yep. Nah, but I'll tell you, you know, they don't need to be taught that kind of crap in school. Jesus. I don't know. I think I'm glad I'm getting old. I won't have to put up with this stuff. If it works out for you, hallelujah. If it doesn't, well, too bad for you. I uh, I just can't stand it when they start shoving things down my throat. Now my kids are all out of school and have families and stuff like that. And they're my grandbabies uh, go to a private school, so we don't have that issue. But it would affect them because it'd be kids being taught this stuff and raised to think like that. I think Florida put a halt on it, and I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. You know, for some of you guys who drive trucks now, I drove trucks quite a while, but you're out there, you come in contact with people. Hell, you ought to be saying something about it instead of trying to poke your finger up the next driver's butt. And that seems to be a lot of what goes on. Too many times you got idiot stuff you talk about. Get off that crap. Do something good, you know. Chit chat with somebody else. Yeah, but you drivers out there, I don't know what the hell is going on with you guys. You know, Jesus. Yeah, I thought we got rid of a bunch of that stuff when Little Dog and Ike and some of the others that were into this stuff quit, quit doing it. But you got Mr. Hensley there, and I don't know the guy, but really, you got better things to do with your time, I would hope, than to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, I've been on this thing 9 minutes and 27, 29, 30 seconds, so probably not much going on. But it would be nice if you would focus your effort. If you got something derogatory to say about somebody, say it about the government. Say it about that dipshit old man you got in the White House. And that funny lady that's the vice president. Now I have to take, I know I bounce around a little bit, but that's okay. Comes with my age. She doesn't have to go to the border, but hell, she ought to be aware of what's going on down there. I think if she went, what it means is that she would know, and she doesn't want to know. Ignorance is bliss, I guess, and that's what she's playing on. You know, this thing about, I know I get off track there, but I got a lot of things to say, and I don't have a whole bunch of smarts up there between the ears. She went down to Guatemala, I guess it was, and she laid the law down to them. Don't come, you know. They're going to help these countries out. Now, if they have gangs down there that is taking the money, what do you think they're going to do with that money that is sent down there? Well, now, you don't have to be awfully smart to know that that money is going to wind up in somebody else's pocket. If not all of it, certainly a good portion of it. It's okay to do that, but you got to stop that border up. You got to plug the damn holes up. And this dinky little lady, I don't want to cuss at her because that's not nice. But she ought to know that you can't just throw money in it down there. We've been throwing money to these countries all along. When we pull out of Afghanistan, how long do you think it's going to take for it to go right down the shitter again? And all of those lives are going to be lost. Okay, now hold on. Don't go nowhere. I've got to read my thing over here. All right, I had to answer something there. But I think she doesn't go because if she went and she's seen firsthand these people coming across, then she couldn't say, because there'd be reporters around, she couldn't say that the wall or the border is secure. Not unless you say, well, it's secure if only 100 of them come across a day. That's secure. If it got 101, then it would be a breach in the border security. I mean, it's just unbelievable how stupid we are as Americans, because we voted these people in. I didn't vote them in. I voted for the other guy who lost. But if you were one of those who voted these people in, then you ought to take responsibility for all the people coming across the border. You should stand up in public, raise your right hand and say, I'm the nut that voted for these people. You ought to do that. You ought to do that. Yeah. But now I have to tell you something. When I was driving a truck, I was down in Atlanta at the terminal down there. I was in the little lounge down there, and there was a black gentleman in there, and he was talking to me. And one of the things that I think Republicans need to do, they need to get off this crap about talking about Obama. They want to talk about the Affordable Care Act, use the ACA. Don't say Obamacare. because that seems to tighten the jaws of quite a few people who live in Atlanta. So don't do that. You know, call it ACA. Don't use it with Obama. Trump did that, and it cost him a lot of votes, I think, because he wanted to badmouth Obama, and I didn't vote for Obama at any time. You know, I don't particularly care for his politics and his way of thinking, but you know, don't do that Obama calling thing. You know, just say ACA. Lord knows we got enough idiots in New York as it is with that. Was it AOC? She's cute, you know. If I had a prostate that could do things for me, I might wink at her, you know, hey baby. But since I don't have a prostate, you know, no reason for me to wink at her. But she is sort of cute. Got that red lipstick, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, got that red lipstick going on. But she's a cutie. I think, you know, and I wouldn't make me go Democrat, you know, wouldn't do that. I'm a independent. And I still couldn't do that, even though she's cute. I'd like to see a full length picture of her, you know, in a bathing suit, maybe a bikini or something like that. That would be nice. I have a video clip. I think it was a Japanese organization that took some video of when Obama and his wife and the girls are getting off an airplane. And the wind, it was very windy. And I want to tell you, the oldest girl was having a dickens of a time keeping her little dress down. So, but I come across that and I just said, that is too hilarious, and I kept it, you know. No, I don't look at it. I was thinking about posting it, but then I might overreach myself there and get in trouble. Now I got another thing to read, so stick around, talk amongst yourself, you know. All right, let me come over here. I'm going to get off this. I just had to reply to something. You know, you got to do that stuff, right? You got to do that stuff. Yeah, you got to do it. All right. Okay, now let's get on to this thing here. We've been on this thing 19 minutes, 19 minutes and something. Listen, I want to tell you something, you know. This stuff is crazy as it can be. Okay, let me get over here. Yeah, my friend always sends the same little ending. Yeah. But AOC, AOC and Omar, something like that. Damn dangerous. I'm telling you. I think if you voted for those people, you need to get some help there, some mental help, because you're certainly in need of it. I like to look on the YouTube there. You cannot go a day without seeing 3 or 4 posts where somebody got shot and killed. Why is that? Well, I'm going to tell you why it is, because you need to know. Now, many of you are probably too damn young, but back in the 60s, Democrats, those liberals, they decided that people who have mental issues, okay, as long as they can function a little bit in public, they should not be institutionalized, okay? And so now we have people out there, we know they've got an issue, right? I mean, if you talk to somebody, you can pretty much tell if they have a mental problem, right? I can look out my window. I live here in Alexander, Louisiana. And I can look out there and I can hear people coming by, right? Talking to themselves. I'm not talking to them. They got a phone up there. I mean, they're just having one hell of a conversation all by themselves. I remember seeing one woman. Now, she had a phone. She had a cell phone. And she was using it. But she must have been breaking all kinds of decibel records, because I could hear everything she said with the window closed. She was that loud on that phone. Now, I'm thinking, what about that person on the other end? I mean, they got that phone stuck out here somewhere, because this woman is screaming into it, Yeah, man, we got some doozies floating around out here. So if we've got them, I know you got them. Yep. Some of these folks need treatment, but you're not going to get them in some facility because, oh my God, they're okay. They can take care of themselves. They're not doing anybody any harm, Jesus Christ. We need to take another hard look at all of this mental issue stuff, and start putting some of these people inside, not only to protect themselves, but to protect others. Now, you take that idiot that shot that little boy out in California, right? I mean, I look at that son of a bitch. He looks like a Charles Manson to me. That guy, I think, has serious issues. Should probably have never been out on the street. And then who does he hook up with? This young girl. What is she, 23? She's had issues, It's just like they find each other, right? Find something about each other that keeps them going, But there's a lot of folks out there that are committing crimes that need help. I mean, you watch these YouTube videos, where in the hell do they get these people from, I mean, here's what we need. You ever watch Leave It to Beaver? Now, that's a family, right? That's a family. I mean, they want to be easygoing and stuff like that. They get punished when they have to. But it looks like the parents at least, I understand it's a TV series, but it's and something that you could aspire to. If you're an idiot and your wife's an idiot and you're raising idiots, God help the rest of us, because one of you idiots are going to do something bad to somebody else. People breaking into stores and beating people up, I mean, how do they not realize they're going to get caught? It's just, I can hardly get around this stuff here because it's so damn stupid. Yep, so damn stupid, I'm telling you. Lots of stuff that goes on out there. And you need to stand up. Get off that dead ass of yours and tell people that they're screwed up. It's okay to do that. Be polite, but be firm. Look at them, say, dude or dudette, you got a couple of screws loose. You need some help. So who cares if they talk to you again? You're trying to help these people. You take CNN. I don't know where they get these people. Was that Lemon or Lyman or something like that? That boy is in terrible shape. I call him a boy. I know he's black, but I call him a boy anyway. I don't care. I'm not going to be politically correct. I don't need to be. That's how we got into this mess, trying to be politically correct. You need to get in their face. Oh, Maxine Waters, that's what she says. Get in their face. I don't want to get in Maxine Waters' face. That woman is ugly. That woman has some serious face issues. She's got some uglies crawling all over that woman. Yeah. Not too smart either. But she takes your money. She'll take your tax money that pays for her in that house of hers. I tell you, if you want to get rich, run for office. I mean, if you can't get it legally by being paid, you can probably do something clandestine, make yourself some money. Yeah. Well, it's getting around. I want to get off this thing when I hit 30 minutes, about 2 minutes from now. And I want to tell you guys, you truck drivers out there, you're in a perfect position to talk to people. Talk about something useful. Don't stick your finger up the next driver's butt and then smell it, trying to determine what they had for dinner or whatever, Get off that crap. Do something worthwhile. Drive. I don't know how they do it anyway. They drive a truck and then spend all night long editing, I guess, Yeah. I mean, how many times can you talk about lease purchase? Geez, there's so many of those things out there, you don't need to bring it up again. You can always go back and look at somebody else's YouTube, Spend some time talking about politics, for God's sakes. Do yourself a world of favor, Talk about what kind of stupidity that we've got going on out here. Well, look, now this is about it. And it's public. I put it out as public. I don't know. I don't guess anybody's going to really care about it, but maybe some might. I didn't use my OBS because it's too damn slow, it seems like. It doesn't work too good. I don't know if I hope we've got volume on here. Hope so. All right, folks, that's it. For those of you who drive a truck, be safe out on the highway, make lots of money, get home to your family and friends, and spend some of that dinero, some of that money you make. I know you make a lot. All right, folks, that's it. We're out of here.